I am a huge fantasy fan. So I have some of my favorites. There's a good mix of adult and YA, spice, no spice, stack here. But if you guys want more of these, just let me know because I could recommend like a million fantasy books because I love that genre. I have to start with One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig because this might actually be one of the best fantasy books I've read in a really long time. I read it last year. It was my favorite read of last year, and it's still like, I still think about it all the time. It is such a unique, intriguing world where basically the magic is such a unique system where there's these cards that you can use the magic if you possess the card, but it has some sort of detrimental effect when you use it. So I just love the way that it's set up in this like really mysterious kingdom where there's a lot of political intrigue. The main character obviously has magic that she's been trying to hide because there's also a different type of magic where if you get a plague and you get like natural magic outside of the cards, it's illegal, and she has it, but she's able to hide it for all these years. It's so intriguing and such a fantastic fantasy and really easily digestible with beautiful writing and a beautiful world that's very easy to understand. So if you are wanting to be like to start fantasy or you're already a fantasy lover, this is like perfect for everybody. If you're new to fantasy or if you already love the genre, I highly recommend it. There's 2 books and in the series is complete. Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller is the first in a duology that is also complete, and it basically features a girl who is the daughter of a pirate king, and she gets herself purposely kidnapped on an enemy pirate ship to try and steal a treasure map. It is fast, it is fun, it is adventurous. She's like this morally gray character that you absolutely love, and the love interest is the first mate on the enemy pirate ship. So such a fun series. It is YA, so there is no spice. There is romance though, so I recommend this to everyone. I absolutely loved this series. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent is a spicier adult vampire romance, and basically it features the human daughter of the vampire king who enters into a trial that's like fight to the death to win a wish, and it's so good. Enemies to lovers, very high stakes, and just really good intriguing writing. It's like actually a pretty long book, but I was obsessed with it the entire time I was reading it, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm like, but it is more spicy. The other 2 books, One Dark Window actually has very minimal spice, even though it is an adult book. This one definitely has more spice. Okay, we have These Hollow Vials by Lexi Ryan. This is technically categorized as YA, but I would recommend it more like 16, 17, 18 plus, because it does have spice, in my opinion. Probably about a level 2. And it is like a fae romance where the main character has to enter, she's human and has to go to the fairy courts to try and save her sister who was kidnapped by the power-hungry Unseelie King. It's a love triangle. I loved this book. It has a jaw-dropping revelation that I did not see coming, and I pride myself in knowing when like there's going to be a surprise. And I missed this one, and I love this book. I think it's just super fun and really well done if you like fantasy romance. Okay, last one is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. This is a Viking fantasy. It is technically, there is like a spinoff that's set 10 years later, but it's really, you can read it as a standalone. But basically the main character, like they live in these clans where every so many years they go to war against each other. And in the previous, but like there's years in between these wars. But the new season has come where they're going to be warring against the other clans and fighting. And in the last season, her brother was killed. But she ends up seeing him. At least she thought he was killed, but she ends up seeing him in the fighting for the other clan. And it ends up distracting her, and she ends up being taken prisoner to the other clan. It is such an intriguing, wonderfully written story. I really enjoyed this one. It's got great romance, and the writing is just beautiful. So, and like I said, it can be read as a standalone, so it's a really good one if you're not wanting a series.